Hey, welcome. Hope you're doing well. All right, this lesson has a lot in it, so I'm going to try to keep a good pace, knowing that I want to keep the video short, but I have a lot to cover. And please know you can re-watch the video. Don't just rush through it to get it done. All right? So hopefully some of you have done this from other school years. But we're going to start with graphing and move into function tables, which I think are fun, but I'm packing a lot in, so stay focused, okay? Hey, a coordinate plane. The essential question is, how do you graph an XY coordinate on a coordinate plane? MCA tests love this question. They love to ask you, is this XY coordinate in quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, or quadrant 4? It's on our wall in the room, but we have to cover the wall. So just kind of learn it now. If it helps you, I always remember that quadrant 1 is the top right. And it also helps because, well, I'm rushing ahead a little bit. I was going to say they're both positives. The X and Y are both positives there. And then the order that they're numbered kind of makes us see. So quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. And then, let me erase the C quickly because it's in the way. Sometimes they try to trick you and say, is this point in which quadrant? And sometimes they put it right on the line. So then they want you to know that the horizontal line is the x-axis. The vertical line is the y-axis. All right, moving on to slide 2. I think this part's review, so I'm going to go pretty quickly. You always graph the x coordinate. This is the x. And you always graph that one first. If it's a positive, you go to the right. If it's a negative, you go to the left. And then from that point, you go up if it's positive and down if it's negative. So here we go. Let's jump in. You always start at 0. And then because this one is positive 4, positive 6, starting from 0, 0, go to the right 4 because it's positive. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so this one would be A. I'm going to erase that. All right. The next one, notice this one starts with a negative. We always do the X first, and X is the horizontal. But because it's negative, we're going to go back from 0, 0. And we count the lines, not the spaces. Sometimes people were confused by that. Go back 3. 1, 2, 3. From that point, the 7's positive, so we're going to go up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So up here is B. All right, hope I got that. Hope my lines were right. Next one. Oops, let me change color. Oh, but they're both negatives. So that means we're going to go to the left for the negative 5. We're going to go down for the negative 6. So go back 5 from 0, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, there we go. So there's C. And the last one, D. Ooh, a positive again, and then a negative. So start, and we always go across first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then from there, go down 3 because it's negative. 1, 2, 3. And there's D. All right, next slide. I know I'm going quickly, guys. All right, so label each point. So we're going to start from 0, 0 and count over from 0, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, So I'm going to write a 5. I went over 5, then up 1, 2, 3, 4, up 4. All right, so for my G, oops, sorry. Oh, I lost it. I hope I got that. Okay, so for G, go back to 0, 0 again. Go back 1, 2, 3. So back 3 would be a -3. From there, go up 2, so it'd be a +2. H, so again from 0, 0, start on the 0, 0. Looks like we're going back 2, and down 1, 2, 3, down 3. So because I went back and down, they're both negatives. All right, and then J. Oops, I lost my H again. Sorry. Back 2, down 3. Okay, and the last one, J. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a +4 because I went to the right. And then down 1, 2, 3, down 3. So a -3 again. So remember, whenever you go to the left, then you have your negative numbers. And then when you go down, you have your negative numbers. If you go to the right and up, they're positive. All right, told you I was squeezing a lot in. Oops, I think that was a good video. Oh, this is a good slide. So just, it helps me to remember, oh, when X and Y are both positive, they're in quadrant 1. When X is negative, Y is positive, they're in quadrant 2. When they're both negative, they're in quadrant 3. And then the last one, when X is positive and Y is negative, they're in quadrant 4. You always do the across first and the up and down second. All right, this one is called a function table. A function table really helps when we have a pattern. So for example, oops, I was trying to get rid of that. For example, this in real life would be something like $3 per hour plus a $1 tip. Okay, so in our example, I'm just going to keep it simple for us, and I'm just going to pretend X is only positive just to keep it simple. If X is 0, if X is 1, and if X is 2. Step 1, remember we said when they're side by side, they're multiplied. So 3 times 0, and you write it, 3 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. Now I pull up this 1 here, put it in for X. 3 times 1 is 3. So like $3 for 1 hour plus a $1 tip. 3 times 1 is 3 plus $1 is 4. Next one, I pull this 2 and put it in for X. 3 times 2 is 6, so like 2 hours. $3 for 2 hours, or $3 per hour for 2 hours is 6, plus a $1 tip would be 7. Now for the graphing. If X is 0, Y is 1. And then let's just graph it right away. Why not? So if X is 0, you stay on 0. And then if Y is 1, you just go up to 1. So here's our first point. I'll go back and erase our 0, 0. Next one. If X is 1, Y is 4. So you get $4 for working 1 hour. So if you work 1 hour, go over 1, up 1, 2. Whoops. And then let's do our last one. When X was 2, Y was 7. So let's say you work 2 hours, $3 an hour plus a dollar tip. So over 2 up 7, over 2 up 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Oops, that was a little off. And then it's kind of fun. You can make a connection to say, and technically, if we had negative numbers, the line would continue the other direction, and that would be a function table. I know that's a big jump from the first few slides, but we're going to just try to conquer them both, okay? Next one. I think time-wise, I had another slide ready to go, but I think time-wise, this is going to be our last slide, okay? Again, I'm going to try to pick pretty easy X's. 0, 1, 2. So whatever is multiplied, let's say it's 2 pages. Well, that wouldn't work for the 0. Well, let's just say something is 2 per time, and then it's subtracted by 1. All right? So write it out. 2 times 0 is 0. Take away 1, 0. Oh, this is going to be a hard one. It's okay, guys. 0 take away 1 would be a negative 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Take away 1. 2 take away 1 is 1. And last one, put in the 2 up there. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 take away 1 is 3. Now I'm going to try to speed this up because I feel like my video is getting too long. 1, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Stay on 0, down 1, over 1, up 1. So back to 0, 0, over 1, up 1, over 2, up 3. I always tell myself the X's are the overs, the Y's are the up. Over 2, up 3. So there's our line. Oopsie, I got a little bit off. But that's our function table. That's graphing a function table. So boy, I squeezed a lot in. I started with just graphing, then how to fill out a function table, then how to graph a function table. Please re-watch the video if you're at all stuck. And that's it. Have a great day.